Good evening. Good evening. We had a little bit of a minor technical difficulty, and I'll explain to you what that difficulty was here in a second. But luckily, Mr. Captain Morgan is quick off his feet, got that shit fixed literally in about 10 seconds thanks to my audio editing, video editing software. Thank you that I had that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known what to do. Figured it out, and within a minute and a half, I had it up and running, and we are ready, set, go. So it's great to see all 6 of you here. Hopefully a few more people will join. Where's Ivanator? Where's Jason? Where's all the other folks? Ryan? I don't see Ryan in the chat. What's going on? Tonight we have what will be, on the books anyway, our final set for maybe ever. Who knows? It depends. Nobody has turned in some sets. And as of Wednesday morning here, I will be leaving for my Aruba trip. So this is the last set. There will be no set on Saturday or Sunday because nobody turned in a set, or next Monday. Because since no sets were turned in and I leave Wednesday, I wouldn't have time to record it anyway. So you guys are going to have a Saturday and a week from tonight, Monday, off because there are no sets on the books and no one turned one in. And we are ready to get this show on the road. So, yeah, there's not a single one. If you guys check, remember, I got to tell you guys this. If you guys ever wonder, in the description of every video, especially for the new people that may be watching this, there is an Excel document that has a list of everything that we've done on the channel that I've reacted to for the past almost 6 years. And then also the schedule of what is coming up. So if you click on that, you will see that there is nothing coming up because nobody's turned in some sets. So you guys will just have to wait until I get back from my Aruba trip celebrating my 10-year anniversary. Almost a year late because our 11 year is coming up in January. So we're almost there. But tonight's set is what we would consider a hodgepodge. And with a hodgepodge, that's basically just each individual turning in 1 or 2 songs to make up a full set of around 5 songs. And today's theme, I believe, is Best Song of 2024, if I am correct. Please put that in the chat if that is correct. But I believe all the songs that were turned in for today's hodgepodge is Best Song for 2024, according to this person that they have turned this in. And today we have on the docket, let's see who's going to be on the docket today. It is Adrian, Scott K, Manuel Romero, and Kelly. And then finally Colin, who normally Colin doesn't join us because he's, blimey, in a different country that's way ahead. I think it's 12 o'clock there tonight or right now, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. But I guess, sadly, he has one of his kids that are sick. So he is here with us for a little bit anyway. Welcome, Colin, blimey. So we have 5 songs. But before we get into those songs, I actually have a surprise for you guys. We had, if you guys did not see in the chat, Mr. Claudio, who has written me behind the scenes and said that he has an album and some songs that he wanted me to watch if I was interested, because he did see my reaction channel is live and ready to go on a weekly basis. And I wrote back to him, as I do with some people who write me from time to time, and I say, hey, if you want to choose one of those songs for us to react to on the channel, then go ahead and send it and we'll react to it. So before we get into the actual set of this Best Song of 2024, according to the people who are in the hodgepodge, we are going to do a first time reaction to Mr. Claudio's song. The song is called, let me check to make sure I get this right. The song is called Out of the Way. It says the instrumental track is on the Miracle of Life Light's second album, which was released on February 16th, 2020. So this was released about 4 years ago. It's only available on Bandcamp, and he said there's no video clip. This was actually what caused me the technical difficulties right before we started, because I always check everything before I actually hit start streaming to make sure everything's working. And even though I had loaded the song, it didn't work. It wasn't playing. It played like 1 second of it, and then it just stopped. So what I did was I took the file that he gave me, ran it through my video editing software, loaded it up. So there is no picture for it. I'm sorry, Claudio. I think the picture of it that he sent me was of the actual band cover, the album cover, but it's not going to be on here because I had to just quickly send it through to make sure we had even audio to listen to. So, as always, whenever we have people on here that want us to react to their songs or some band that has written their own music, the first thing I always say is props to you, congratulations for being able to actually write music, number one, and number two, to write it enough and care about it enough that you actually put out an album. That is a feat in of itself. But then number three, the one thing that I always tell people who ask us to react on this channel is we always are going to be honest on this channel. I do not do this for a living. I do not do this to try to make money or get streamers. It's nice if we get subs, but it's not my main goal. So that means I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to say some bullshit if I don't think it's some bullshit. Also, the people that are in the chat, Mr. Claudio, they're not going to lie either. If they don't like it, they're going to tell you they don't like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. But that is okay, because you know what? It's just our opinion. That does not mean just because if we don't like it, that means your music is terrible or sucks. It just means it's not our preference. But that's one of the fun things about getting it out there. And just as long as people are ready for that we're going to be honest, we could like it. And there's been many songs that we've had on here that many people actually liked and maybe went out and bought the album or at least told other people about. So as long as people are okay with that, we have no problem with putting it on the channel. So with that said, Mr. Claudio, let's get into your song first. Once again, I want to say this is called Out of the Way. It is an instrumental track. Some of us, I'd say about half of us on here like instrumental tracks. I am one of them. But some other people don't like instrumental tracks as much. So it'll be interesting to see what everyone thinks about it. Again, this is on the Miracle of Life album, Light's second album. So the band, I believe, is called Light. Claudio is playing guitar. One is keyboard. Leandro, I think is how you say it, is on bass. And Nicholas is on drums. So hopefully, Claudio, this makes you giggle a little bit to have your band be on here. And hopefully your band is watching as well or watches us at a later time. Let's get into this song. Here we go. Okay. Dig it. Let's turn it up a little bit. Kind of rocky here. I like it so far. And it is an instrumental, so no singing to possibly ruin it. Nice switch transition there. I like the bass. Yeah. I feel very happy major chords going on. Yeah, it does have Rush vibes. Yeah, I definitely think the guitar has a Rush feel for sure. So that's an actual compliment there, Claudio. Rush is Rush for a reason. Cool bass line. I like that you switched to some halftime. He's up there on that neck. Bass player's doing some. We're gonna go back to the verse. Oh, that's interesting, Claudio. Okay. Ooh, nice little. You really keep going to the halftime. I like that transition. If you watch my channel at all, the subdivisions of 4/4 are really important for feel. Now, that was very like YYZ-ish right there. Yeah, the bass even sounds like Getty. That was a very, like, yeah, it's a very YYZ-ish. Boom. Yeah, if you feel comfortable, Claudio. Back to the beginning. Go ahead and put your link there to your Bandcamp if you want to. Link that you gave me, if you feel comfortable. Scott K. Oh, post links, okay? If you feel comfortable, I'll post a link. Two, three, and. Or is it the end? Damn, I'm telling you, that was very, very YYZ-ish to me. All right, and I think that is the end. All right, Claudio, I'm going to say that was definitely one of the better songs that we've had from bands that have turned in songs here for us to listen to just randomly. I mean, I hope you take this as a compliment, but my first thought is that was obviously very Rush inspired. And the fact that many of your band members really do like Rush and your brother is the least of them. Very much, you know, had a Rush style to it, very YYZ-ish, maybe not as technical as YYZ, but your bass player certainly was ripping off Higher on the Neck. I liked his little bass lines that he was throwing in there, very Geddy Lee-ish, and then you even had like a keyboards that kind of had Geddy kind of feels to it. So yeah, I think Rush would be proud. And like the other said in the chat, I would be interested what the vocals sound like, because one of the reasons I like instrumentals is that I think that instrumentals or that vocals are probably the hardest thing about writing music, in my opinion, because even if the person's a good singer, I'll say James LaBrie from Dream Theater, maybe not so much today, but in the past, very technical, good, long, big range. Even if he sounds or his vocal range and technicality is good, doesn't necessarily mean it sounds good. And a lot of people's biggest gripe about Dream Theater is, and even Rush, is Geddy's voice, the tone of it. So getting the tone right with the band is really hard to do. I would say out of all the music we always react to on here, there's very few singers that I actually jive and actually like. So would be interesting to see how the vocals are. It is a hard thing to do. So I like instrumentals. One thing I think is I've said about instrumentals in the past, which is why my favorite Dream Theater kind of instrumental is not Dance of Eternity. I actually think that's the worst of their instrumentals, even though it's technical. I think Yetse Jam is their best, along with I think Stream of Consciousness is good. But the reason I think Yetse Jam is so good is because just like a normal song that would have vocals, it has a verse, kind of a chorus, and it goes back to the verse. It has something that you can grab onto. You have a home base. I feel like this song, like YYZ, has that home base. You go into halftime, you come back to that, and you guys even finish the whole song with that. To me, that is a good package of a song. The instrumental part of it was interesting enough to hold the attention, and it wasn't too long. If it got into like the 8 or 9 minutes and it kept doing the same thing, I would probably say, it's a little too long, you should cut it. But the way the song happened, I give you nice clap. So Thank you for letting us listen to that. Maybe we'll have another song that we'll listen to at some point if you want us to that has vocals. But until then, if you guys want to get on the Bandcamp, I sent the link in the chat. Claudio, if you can, stick around and listen to some of these other hodgepodge selections that people have made to see if there's anything that you jive with. I started this channel and do this channel because I want to discover new music, and it's exactly what has happened, just like your song. So thank you very much, Claudio. Let's get into the next song, which first on the list is going to be Adrian. And Adrian says, my pick for the hodgepodge is Renegade by Hippotacktor, which I really like, the Stasis song. The album Stasis, I think is the name of the song too that I like. It's probably my favorite of 2024. The heaviness mixed with the gloomy and melodic undertones just do it for me. Every song's a fucking banger. He didn't say fucking, I added the fucking. But this is called Renegade by Hippotacktor. Here we go. Okay. Sounds kind of low in the mix. You said this is a banger. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Man, that's awesome. I hope you get to play more, man. Is this an instrumental too, or is he going to start singing? Yeah, Claudio, there's a band called ALMO. There's has some of my favorite music that's been on the channel in England, and they're kind of like that. They're just trying to get started. They can't even make it a full album. I even like this guy's voice too. Love it. Nice flam. Oh shit. Scott K is definitely getting a boner right now. Damn. Oh, okay, so you already had a boner when you heard the title track name. Jun, 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 like that. Yeah, Claudio, I couldn't imagine trying to make it in this world of Spotify. Even as much as record labels were full of shit. It's tough in a different way now. Again, I typically don't like screaming or growling, but I do like this guy. Same with Stasis. Is that the name of the other song that I really liked? Ooh, I like that. Nice palm muting right there. Claudio, last thing. I would try to send your music to Doug, the Daily Doug. He's got a lot bigger following than I do. So it'd be better to get your song on his channel if you can, because a lot more people will be able to hear it than us. I dig this song. I don't like it as much as, I think it's Stasis is the other one I like. I like it, but it's not quite as heavy as that one. Ooh. Yeah, I do like the vocal choices. Okay. I'm trying to find the name of that song. Yeah, it is Stasis. That song is freaking sick. Yeah, I love these when they do this. Claudio, yeah, that's right. He's the classical guy. Did he do one, Hera? I thought he did one. He did one leprous one too, right? Or two? I like that. Yeah, that's a great choice. Well, Claudio, Hera is an expert at open, and so is Adrian. So I'll let him answer that Michael Ackerfeld comparison. I would say it's getting a little bit on the long side of it. It needs to wrap up soon, in my opinion. Okay, so it did wrap up. What is that, like 6 minutes or so? So yeah, I definitely would say I like that song. I don't know if I like it enough to go on a playlist because it has a lot of similarities to Stasis, and I think Stasis is a better track than that one. So Adrian, I'd be interested if you like this one better than Stasis, or if you put this on here because you already put Stasis on and Stasis was your favorite. But I do feel like a lot of what was in this track has a lot of similarity to Stasis, so it's kind of very, in the same, definitely in the same infield. But I think Stasis is a bit more energy driven and more good. I don't know. I just would say, yeah, Stasis is my favorite between the two. So would this go on a playlist? I'll listen to it a second time and figure it out. But if my first hunch is no, because I just like Stasis better and it's pretty similar. So why would I? Just in these two songs, it kind of reminds me of Disturbed. Disturbed has every song sounds exactly the same almost. I'm not saying it's that like that fully, but it's similar enough that I would just keep Stasis on there. That's kind of how I'm feeling. But we'll listen to it again and then make the decision then. All right, so up next for us is Mr. Scott K. I'm guessing this is going to be some fucking heavy ass shit. He says, "Hey, Cap and friends, I hope you are all well. I said my next submission would be something much closer to my usual musical tastes. Heavy as shit. And this one is most certainly that. We got harsh vocals, fast drum sections. I hope not blast beats because I'm going to be bored as fuck if it is. And lots of distortion. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Worst case scenario, you hate it. Well, at least it's only 4 minutes long. Woo! We like that. This is Interloper, is that how you say it? And the song is called The Rot. Here we go. Interesting. Okay, like it so far. I do like that video that's actually writing down the lyrics. I like that. It's a cool, different way, creative way of doing it. Yeah, I like the clean vocals more than the... I'm liking it so far, though, overall, as a song. I'm just waiting for the fucking blast beats to blast me out of outer space. Because this is very low-tempo heavy. I like low-tempo heavy. Nice. Ooh, nice stutter there on the double bass. Very creative way of putting the lyrics on the page. I like that. Fuck yeah. This could be a good set at the gym. Put up the 90s. I haven't got to the 100s yet. I'm almost, I got 95. I need to get to the 100s. Ah, Cucumber! What's up, Cucumber? Interesting. I don't know that, Claudio. I don't know his specific vocals on that. I only take. So that means he's a bottom. Like Cucumber. My ritual, I only take. Well, Claudio, a lot of those bands have heavy in it, so maybe you are a heavy metal fan. Maybe just not solely a heavy metal fan. All right, so I will say this, Scott K. I actually kind of like that for a gym song. The fact that it was short even makes it better. That might make it on a playlist for the gym for me because it's got those triggers, non-blast beat triggers, I actually liked. I thought, again, I would say the weakest part of it is the bleh, 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 but it wasn't bad. It wasn't like turn me off like Between the Buried and Me. So nice job. All right, let's get to the next one. Who is up on our list next? It would be Mr. Manuel Romero, who is probably sleeping right now because he's in South America. This is Frost with the asterisk, which we haven't had on the channel in a long time, but there's a lot of them on the channel. This is Life in the Wires Part 1. Hey, for my hodgepodge submission, I'm bringing a band we haven't heard here in a while. Frost with an asterisk, because remember, there is also a Frost that Colin, I think, has put on the channel that doesn't have the asterisk. They just dropped their new album, Life in the Wires, and it's good to see they've circled back to the writing style from their debut. The track we'll be listening to is the title song, Life in the Wires Part 1. He says, we'll save Part 2, which is a 15-minute epic, for another day. Thank God. But how long is this first part? On their last album, they ditched solos to focus on more complex arrangements, which was an interesting choice. But I'm happy to say they've brought back the great soloing while keeping the layered complexity from that record, so buckle up and enjoy. Please don't let this be 10 minutes. Please don't let this be 10 minutes. All right, Manuel Romero, here we go. I'm glad Frost is back with an asterisk back on the channel. Oh, nope, wrong one. Nope, is that right? Is this right? Is this the right song? Okay. I was like, damn, it doesn't sound like that, but it does now. Oh, that was nice, that ch-ch on the splashes. Sounds kind of low, again. Where does it say Frost? I can't see it. Where? I like this. Ooh. Oh, I haven't, we haven't been voting. So that's what my voting is so far. Oh, I didn't see you guys voting. My bad. I'm digging this. I like the melody choice. And the bass, it's like dum 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 dum. Just keeping that ostinato kind of. Scott, only because it sounded so much like Stasis to me that it wasn't very new. But I like the song. This is interesting. This is like the 80s sounding patch on the keyboard. I feel like I remember a song that sounded very similar like this from Frost, and I have it on a playlist. Yeah, I would agree with that, Claudio. Cool keyboard. It's a very Jordan Rudess technique right there. I do like this. This is... Ooh, that was kind of a muddy drum fill right there. Don't think it fit very well. Claudio, you should be happy, man. Your song is either 1 or 2 on a lot of people's lists. Especially when you're at a disadvantage because of your recording engineering abilities. That does affect it. Para had to go and ruin it. Never mind. Is that keyboard and guitar together? Yeah, it is. I really like this. This might go on a playlist. I think I like this. Ooh, that was cool. Manuel Romero is a bass player himself. A pretty good one at that. Can't believe nobody likes this that a lot. This is one of the better ones for me that we've had tonight. This is called Life in the Wires Part 1. And make sure you don't mix it up, Claudio, with Frost. Because there's 2 bands named Frost. This one is Frost with an asterisk next to it. That's hard to say fast. Life of the Wires, Part 1. Ivy, the Dark Soul. Well, thank you, Cucumber. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to have a hard time rating this because I actually like that. I like that song a lot more than everybody else did, it seems like. So I'm actually going to put that second. So far for me, I really, probably because it's very similar to the YYZ, I really like Claudio's song first, and I'm not just obviously making that up, because I don't make shit up. And I don't know, even though I know this was poppy prog, if I'm thinking about the songs that I want to go back and listen to, this would be second for me. So we'll see if that changes when I listen to it on a second listen. So we'll see. All right, let's get on the next one. And the next person up is Kelly herself. Kelly has come very far behind on the track when it comes to the channel. She's been slowly getting more and more on the channel, kind of interacting in the Discord, and we love it. And I even think that we're going to be able to meet again with, I think, your brother, right? For... what concert is it? Is it Vola or is it Leprous? I can't remember which one we're going to do because it's in Columbus and you might come see them. So she has turned in 1 or 2 songs. This is her 3rd song on the channel, I think. And this is her favorite song from 2024. Let's see what she says. My brother helped me with this song from the Swedish solo act ALMO. Capitals. All ALMO. Not Elmo. ALMO. The song is Panic Attack, which is the same title as a Dream Theater song, from their debut album, and fits into what I call crazy prog. Okay, when you say crazy prog, are you talking like early Leprous, that I hate crazy prog? It is definitely something different for the channel. Okay, I love different, but I can't promise I'm gonna like it. Okay, so here we go. Kelly, I have a feeling I might not enjoy this, but it has nothing to do with you. Here we go. Whoa. Woo! Okay. Very high trebly sounding, very much like Idola. As far as the engineering is concerned so far. Tickle me, Almo. I just saw that. That's perfect. They would probably be offended. His singing sounds a little bit like Thank You, Scientist. Just a little. A little flat sounded like. I like that it's different. I do like the symphonic stuff that's added, the choral. Okay, this is definitely going in the weeds for avant-garde. Switch there. Da-da, da-da, da-da. That's interesting. Would you say the same thing, Claudio, about blowing up their name? Sleep Token drums, because I think Sleep Token drums are well recorded. Called ALMO, like ALMO. Oh, the band is called ALMO. Sorry, the song is Panic Attack, which kind of fits that. I think Dream Theater did it better, but ooh, that's a deep chord. It's at the end. That was very fast. My friend. Sounds like Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. My friend. I dig this part. I don't like his voice as much. Ooh, that was a nice tight drums right there. Is this part of a, like, story or theme or something in the album? Sounds very, like, theme album-ish. Concept-ish. Yeah, Cucumber, this whole hodgepodge is best songs of 2024. And that is the end. Yeah, I definitely think it matches the idea of a panic attack, but not even as cohesive as that. I do agree with Ivy that it should maybe be called schizophrenia because it would be more apt. And you claimed correctly, Kelly, I'm sorry, but for me, that was the least cohesive song for me. And I tend to not like avant-garde for the whole song. I've got to have something to grab me, something to hold on to, a home base. And I didn't feel like there was much of a home base in that. Although they did come back, you know, between the crazy parts and then the slower parts. But definitely not for me. I think his voice was a little weak. I would even say, even though it was a recording, it sounded flat a couple of times. Like maybe they want to be flat, but he actually sounded like he was flat even on the recording. Even with correct pitch correction and all that shit in auto-tune, I would actually respect somebody more if they actually just went in there and sang it. And even if they were off pitch a little bit, it's even better. All right, so we are hitting our last song of the night. The last song is coming to you from Mr. Blimey Colin Cropton, who is gracing us with his presence tonight, even though he should be sleeping, but I hope your kid feels better. So he says, hello, folks, and welcome to my pick of the best 2024. Really difficult to narrow it down to one song, and after some soul searching, I've landed on this particular track, and it's a long boy. Oh. Did Manuel Romero call you and make a deal with you or something? How long is this shit? So here we go. The band is called Vicinity, which we've had on the channel, and I have, I think, a couple of their songs on a playlist because I do like them. The song is called Promised Paradise, and it's 12 minutes long. Oh, Colin, I did not think you'd be the one. I just happened to put you last, but here we go with a 12-minute song to finish off our last set for at least a week. He says, so some of you might remember Vicinity from my last set, and they are very much in the Dream Theater style of prog, which is why I like them. This song has a lot of influence from Images and Words, even better, with some of the darker elements of Awake thrown in for good measure, but remains far from being a DT tribute act. Okay, I like that. So they've got their influence, but they're still going out on their own. The highlight of this song is in the last third of the song. There's an epic build followed by some heavy as balls bass-driven riffage, and after one more chorus, the guitarist Kim Marius Olsen shows his proficiency. Strap in and enjoy. Here we go. Holy shit. Okay. I like the bass that in the mix. Yeah, it's very Dream Theater-ish sounding here. And here too. Very Octavarium-ish. Oh, that was very Mike Portnoy. Like the fart bass sound. I like this. Of course I like this. Sounds very inspired. And it is very like Learning to Live, Images and Words feel. Totally get that. Which is the kind of Dream Theater I like. Alright, Kelly, thanks for joining. Glad you could make it. Woo! Like that. Guitar sounds excellent. did you hear that? Fucking. I think we all agreed that his tone is better than James. He's got it like a little bit of like Neil Morris in there too. All right, Adrian, peace out. Those drums sound excellent. Claudio, would you say the drums in this sound like the stuff you're talking about? Because I feel like the drums here sound great. Peace out, Cucumber. People just leaving, dropping like flies on Colin. That's not fair. Just because you don't like Dream Theater. Oh, sounds very Lines in the Sand here. Very Derek Sherinian choice. And then this sounds like In the Presence of Enemies. I think I agree with you, Claudio. Oh, nice build. I'm interested, Baggins, that you feel like his singing sounds forced. I feel like he sounds pretty good. Yeah, I would definitely agree that the processing of the drums and a lot of stuff is too compressed. I've always said a million times on this channel, besides the fact that I like Mike Portnoy, his drums always do sound the best, in my opinion. I really like that. True, Scott K, true. McDrums, I like that. Oh, I like this part, Barry. Yeah, if you haven't seen Claudio and you do have time, you should watch my top 40 videos. In 2023, I count down from 40 my favorite songs of that year, 2023. We'll do a 2024 version when the new year starts. Some really good bands on there. Cool bass line here. Man, I said it when I was doing my reaction to Night Terror. This is the kind of Dream Theater that I wish that Dream Theater would go back to. The Images and Words, Awake era, not the Night Terror stuff. Ooh, and he did that stutter again. Colin, tell me when we get to that last third, just so I don't miss it. Para, I would agree. Oh, this is it. Okay. Ivy, yes I do. On the double bass, stuttering, love it. Wow, this is very Metropolis 2, scenes from a memory. Man, they really are inspired by Dream Theater for sure. This is like yeah, Baggins, I would agree. I feel like that's after 6 Degrees and Train of Thought. I feel like that kind of took over. Ivy's officially out. Are you, Para? Wow, she put this last. Colin, she dished you. Ivy's like loaded with the jokes tonight. I like it. Waiting for that guitar virtuosic shit to come in. Okay, we just went into some serious Awake. I like this part. You can tell it's kind of like the outro. Okay, here's the guitar stuff. Love this part. My favorite part of the song right here. Claudio, can you play like that? I thought that was the best part. But I'm going to put this one right in the middle. Hey, no shredder is fine. And I will say this completely as a surprise to myself. I did not expect that the Light song would be my favorite song of the night, but sure enough, it is. I think that I will put your song on a playlist. I will put number 4 on a playlist, and I even think I will put Scott's number 3 possibly on a playlist. The Vicinity one that we just ended with is a little too long. I will listen to it again and maybe it'll stick to me more, but I definitely don't like it as much as the other Vicinity songs that I do have on playlists. I don't know why, maybe just on a first listen. But I do like a lot of the references of the old sounding Dream Theater that came through in that song. I really liked it. So yeah, I thought this was a great way to end our last set, our hodgepodge, until I get back from my trip. Once again, Claudio, thank you for taking the chance of putting your song on this live stream, as well as sticking around even after it was finished. We've had most people who put the songs on the stream just take off as soon as their song is over, which is fine too, but I'm glad you stuck around, and it was a good time. If you do have a chance and you're bored, join us on Discord, and maybe we'll listen to more of your album there, or maybe we'll do a couple more reactions to your album here. I don't mind that. That'd be kind of fun. So everybody enjoy your work week and the shitty ass whatever's going to happen here while I'm in Aruba sitting on a beach. You guys have a great one. Hope everyone's good, and we'll see you when I get back. And if anyone turns in a set when I get back, I'll put it back on the list and we'll just start the train again. All right, this is the captain saying peace out.